everybody. Josh from the Tuning School, and today I am joined by Ian Lehn, who is president of BOOSTane and chairman of the Emerging Trends and Technology Network of the SEMA Group. Ian, how you doing today?
Dude, I'm at the racetrack. It doesn't get any better than this right now.
Yeah, it looks like you're enjoying yourself. What are you inside of?
I'm in a razor, a Polaris RZR. But,
Oh, okay. So you're doing like some rallycross.
That's what it started as, but yeah, we're getting ready to do some good circle track racing. So it'll be pretty fun.
That's awesome, man. So for those of you that don't know, BOOSTane is a partner of the Tuning School. We utilize their octane boosters for our training during our hands-on courses across the United States, as well as locally as our facility in Tampa, Florida. Now, talk to me a little bit about BOOSTane. Where are you located mainly, and what products do you offer?
Well, most of the time we're located at the track giving people fuel, kind of like today. But our headquarters is based out of Southwest Florida, Naples area. And that's just because of where we kind of got our start, was offshore powerboat racing. So we had to be around the water, and I mean, powerboat racing between South Florida, it doesn't really get any better than that. So we're located down in South Florida, but I mean, we ship all around the world. That's just where we call home.
That's awesome. Well, considering that you ship all around the world, obviously the product works. So how much testing did it take to get the right formula, and how long did that take you?
Oh my gosh. Well, it started originally as like a school project. Like I said, powerboat racing is where we got our start. And my old man used to race boats for a long time, and he just always had a hard time getting hold of a lot of race fuel and transporting it down to marinas. It was difficult. And a lot of octane boosters out there just really don't work. And I was entering my last year, getting my senior exit thesis at Georgia Tech. And I was like, this is the perfect opportunity to be able to do something like that. And that's exactly what I ended up doing. So if you wanted to say a year just to develop the first formula, that was in the lab with a lot of professors, everything else like that. One of my teammates is pulling in. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. But after that, I mean, testing never ends. We are all engineers here, so R&D is a big part of what we do here. So that first iteration, I graduated in 2010. We didn't start selling the first bottle of BOOSTane until probably 2013. So it was just 3 years of us using it in our own stuff, people that we trusted to make sure that it actually worked. And then that was when we went to market. And very shortly thereafter, we ended up being a part of Yen's Launchpad competition, which we took home the W. And since then, it's been kind of a whirlwind, and it kind of lets me do stuff like this, and I get to call it work.
Right, yeah.
So
that's awesome. Yeah. That's super cool. I was going to say, you seem like an everyday car guy, but you got a brain of a genius behind you, so we definitely see that. So besides,
nice of you.
Besides your love for the automotive world, I've also noticed on your social media that you play rugby.
Yeah.
So when did you first pick that up? When did you first start playing, and do you still play today?
So I originally played football in college at Georgia Tech, and I was not that good compared to all those guys like Calvin Johnson and other dudes that I got the opportunity to play with. But still needed an outlet to make sure I didn't go crazy. So I went from football and wrestling growing up, and rugby was the natural progression to that. It was a growing sport at the time. Now it's going crazy, and I still play rugby because it allows me to drink beer because, otherwise I wouldn't fit in this seat anymore, is really what it boils down to.
Yeah.
And once you have a rough week, you go play rugby on Saturday, you kind of, by Sunday, you're a Buddhist monk.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Exactly. I don't have any aggression against anybody after playing rugby. And it had, BOOSTane's taken me all over the world. But so is rugby. I got the opportunity to play with the USA South Panthers. And I mean, we played against the Czech Republic, Hungary, all throughout the Caribbean. We were supposed to play in Colombia, but that didn't really happen. As no more traveling at the time. But no, it's an awesome sport. It's gonna keep growing. So yeah.
That's good. Well, speaking of social media and traveling, I noticed recently you were out with a pack of motorcycles. Me being a motorcyclist myself,
Yeah.
what bikes do you have? What's in the stable?
I like classic stuff.
Okay.
So built a CB 900C. Then my current project is a CB 550 K. And I like the old cafe racers, scramblers, because I like a lot of off-road racing. I like keeping it out, you know, out and about, off-road and stuff like that. So taking classic cars off-road is pretty sweet.
That's awesome. Well, that's great, man. If you could go back in one time then, because obviously between bikes, between rugby, between football, all that stuff, if you could go back in time and give yourself one piece of advice when you started working in this industry, what would it be?
Don't take things too seriously, and make sure your network. Never take for granted the relationships that you build from college throughout your career, because you never know when you're going to need them. That's the reason I'm sitting here, is because of the friends and people around me that have helped me and my company become as successful as it is. So I owe it to all of them. I'm no genius. I just try to act like one. I'm just not.
Well, man, that's awesome. I appreciate you taking time out of your race schedule to meet with us. Everyone, for more get-to-know segments with our facilities and partners, be sure to follow the Tuning School on social media. And as always, stay tuned.
See you guys.
That was perfect.